all that reason I could not upload any video. And today I am going to start a new chapter. My dear children, you know that class 9th mathematics, we have a lot of chapters in geometry. At least 50% of the syllabus is covered with geometry. The problems of triangles, quadrilateral, area, circles, constructions. There are a lot of chapters in the geometry. And today we are going to start the chapter triangles. The basic, what is this triangle, what are the vertices, all these things you know, you have studied in your junior classes. Even then I will start with what is a triangle. What is a triangle? Triangle is a closed figure. Triangle is a closed figure formed by three intersecting lines. Three intersecting lines. We can also say a triangle is a closed figure formed by, or you can say it is formed by joining three non-collinear points. Three non-collinear points, when we join, we are getting a triangle. Or you can say like this. Okay. A triangle has three sides, three angles, and three vertices. We can draw a triangle like this. Okay. Okay, we can call it as triangle PQR. PQ, QR and PR are the sides of the triangle. Point P, point Q, point R are the vertices. Angle P, angle Q and angle R are the three angles of the triangle. This is what you know, this is the basic what you have learned in your junior classes. But what exactly you supposed to learn in the class 9th? You are going to study about the congruence of triangle. We have to study about the congruence of triangle. Congruence of triangle. What do you mean by this? My dear children, I will give you a detailed structure. What do you mean by congruence of a triangle or congruent triangles? See, in your day-to-day life, you are seeing lot of objects around us. See, you take two coins. You take two coins of the same denomination. I will take 2 rupees coins, new 2 rupees coins. You see, they are identical, they are equal in all the respects. We can call they are the congruent objects. See, in the classroom, the two windows exactly equals to each other. Exactly equal to each other. We can call them as a congruent objects. See, the desks which are around us, they are all identical. They are looks like same. We can say they are the congruent objects. That means ultimately what we can say, two objects are said to be congruent if they are having the same shape and same size. If the two objects, we can say they are congruent if they have same shape and same size. Then we can call them they are congruent. Okay, you see this. Let me draw two figures. Okay, I will draw a line segment. Okay, I will call it as PQ. PQ is a line segment. I will draw another line segment here. will call it as, this I will call it as okay, this I will call it as line segment PMN. See, these two line segments are having equal length. We can call them as congruent line segments. What do you mean by congruent line segments? Line segments whose lengths are equal, we can call them as congruent line segment. Okay. I will take two circles. If the two circles are having the same radius, here I will draw a circle, here I will draw a circle, here I will draw a circle, and here I will draw another circle. See, this is the first circle, this is the first circle, and this is the second circle. Okay, if these two circles, if they are having the same radius, then we can say those two circles are congruent circles. What do you mean by congruent circles? Two circles are said to be congruent if their radius is same. So this is about the congruent circles. Then what do you mean by congruent triangles? What do you mean by congruent triangles? Listen carefully. First I will tell you. See, I say if the two objects are having the same shape and same size, we can call them as a congruent figures. It is only a meaning of that. It is not a definition. How to define the two triangles are congruent? Listen. Two triangles are said to be congruent if the corresponding sides are equal and the corresponding angles are also equals to each other. Let me elaborate the things. Look at this. I have drawn one triangle here PQR, and let me draw another triangle. Let me draw another triangle. Okay. My dear children, look at these two figures. I will call first triangle as PQR and the second triangle as MNP. What I say, listen carefully. This is side PQ and side MN are equals to each other. These two are equals to each other. Further I say side PQ and side MP are equals to each other. And I say side PR and side NP are also equals to each other. Further I say angle Q is equals to angle M. Okay. Angle R is equals to, say I mark here, differentiate. Here I mark 1, here I mark 2. Okay, angle R is equals to angle N, and angle M and P. I can't give P here. E say I can give MNX. Okay, then angle P is equals to angle X. See what I see here. Listen very carefully. The corresponding sides. These two are called as corresponding sides. These two are called as corresponding sides. These two are called as corresponding sides. The corresponding sides must be equal. I say this is 4 centimeter. This is also 4 centimeter. I say this is 4.5 centimeter. This is also 4.5 centimeter. This is 6 centimeter. This is also 6 centimeter. See, I can say these two are corresponding. These two are corresponding. These two are corresponding. We can say the sides of the two triangles are equal. The corresponding sides of two triangles are equal. How to define congruent triangles? See, congruent triangles. Congruent triangles. How to define it? Two triangles are said to be congruent. Said to be congruent. Said to be congruent if the corresponding sides and angles. Two triangles are said to be congruent if the corresponding sides and angles of two triangles are equals to each other. Then only we can say the two triangles are congruent. Now, listen students. In these two figures, now we have seen that corresponding sides are equal and corresponding angles are equal. But how to write it? How to write it is very, very important. Now listen very carefully. I have marked all the angles. See, angle P is one of the angle of the first triangle. This is equals to what? This is equals to angle X. You can see here. I have marked 3. I have marked here 3. That means I can say angle P is equals to what? Angle X. These are called as corresponding angles. You can't say P and M are equal. No, you can't say P and N are equal. Angle P from the first triangle equals to angle X of the second triangle. So I have written angle P is equals to angle X. Angle Q is equals to what? Angle Q is equals to, see, I marked one arc here, one curve equals to what? Angle M. Angle Q is equals to angle M. Likewise, angle R is equals to what? Angle R is equals to angle N. Angle R is equals to angle N. Then how to write it? The triangles are congruent. I can say, therefore, triangle PQR is congruent. This is the symbol. We are using for congruency. PQR is congruent to XMN. Triangle X, MN, XMN. Suppose you want to write in a different way. You can write in a different way also. I will write like this. Let's start from here. Triangle QPR is congruent. See, if I start with QPR, here I can't write XMN. I can write MXN. Congruent to triangle MXN. Suppose I want to write in a different way. I will start from here. See, RQP. I can write triangle RQP is congruent to triangle RQP. I can't write XMN. I should write NMX. Triangle NMX. That means the corresponding angles must come in the respective places. If I write R first, in the other end, first alphabet must be N only, because these two angles are equal. They are the corresponding angles. Let us practice some figures to make you comfortable with the congruency. Later we will see the different problems. Okay students, now we have two problems on the whole. Look at this. There are two triangles PQR and XYZ. The two triangles are PQR and triangle PQR and triangle XYZ. And let me see what are the given things. What are equal? See, from here this is 13 centimeter. From here this is 13 centimeter. I can say PQ is equals to what? YZ. PQ and YZ are equal. Okay. From here it is QR. From here it is QR. That is equals to what? This QR 9 centimeter. That is equals to XY. That is equals to XY. And here the third side, that is PR 10 centimeter. That is equals to XZ. PR is corresponding with XZ. This is corresponds to this. This is corresponds to this. This is corresponds to this. They are equal to each other. How to write? The triangles are congruent. Therefore, triangle. See, if I start with PQR, if I write, therefore, triangle PQR is congruent to triangle. See, first triangle I have written off my own PQR, but second triangle I have to see how to write. See, this PQ is the first two alphabets here. PQ. This PQ is corresponds to what? PQ is corresponds to YZ. Then comes QR. QR is corresponds to XY. That means how to write? How to write? See. PQR. That means I am coming from 13 centimeter side to 9 centimeter side. Here also from 13 I have to go to 9, means it should start from here. Z, Y, X. Triangle Z, Y, X. This is the way the congruence has to be written. By chance, if I started like this, triangle, instead of writing PQR, I can write in any way. I will write RQP. Triangle RQP is congruent to. See, I have write the corresponding parts. RQ, QP and RP corresponds to here what? See, let me see here. RQP. That means from 9 centimeter it is going towards 13 centimeter. Can you try here? From 9 centimeter it should go to 13 centimeter. From 9 it should go to 13. That means X, Y, Z. Triangle X, Y, Z. If you want, you can check. What are the first two alphabets? RQ. RQ and XY are the corresponding sides. The first two alphabets from here, first two alphabets from there. RQ side is corresponds to XY. See here, RQ 9 cm corresponds to XY 9 cm. See here. QP, second and the third alphabet. QP corresponds to YZ. See, QP 13 cm corresponds to YZ. Corresponds to QP corresponds to YZ. QP 13 cm corresponds to YZ 13 cm. See, RP, first and the third alphabet, RP is corresponds to XZ. RP 10 cm corresponds to XZ also 10 cm. In this way we can write the triangles are congruent. Corresponding sides must come in the same place. See here, can you write directly? This is 14, this is 14, this is 11, this is 11, this is 18, this is 18. Can you write at once? I can write. Therefore, first triangle, I can write in any way. I will write ACB. Triangle ACB is congruent to triangle. See, the letters are here. ACB means from 18 centimeter it is going towards 11 centimeter. Can you try that? From 14 it should come to 11. from 14 it is coming to 11. That means PMN. Triangle PMN. Now we can check. AC, PM are the corresponding sides. AC and PM. AC and P. Oh, wrong. ACB. It is 18 to 11. 18 to 11. 18 to 11. It must be PN. It must be PN. See, if you do the mistake, you will come to here only. AC, PN. AC 18, PN 18. CB, NN. CB 11, NM 11. First and the third alphabet, AB, PM. AB and PM both are 14 centimeters. So, in this way, we can say the two triangles are congruent. Now, let us say what are the different types of congruent rules we are having. To solve the problem, we need some congruent rules. Let us go to the congruent rules one by one. Okay students, the next part of this chapter is criteria for congruence of triangle. Criteria means under what condition we can call two triangles as congruent triangles. See, you know that when we take two triangles, listen very carefully. When we take two triangles, for each triangle there are three angles and three sides. For this there are three angles and three sides. For this also there are three angles and three sides. There are totally three angles and three sides. There will be six things. And the congruent rule says that out of six, if any three are equal to each other, we can say the triangles are congruent. But any three, which are those three which are equals to each other, so that we can say the triangles are congruent? The list is here. I will explain you one by one. The first one says SAS congruent rule. The simple meaning is two sides and one angle. Two sides and one angle of the first triangle, if they are equals to the two sides and the angle of the second triangle, then the two triangles are said to be congruent. See, I have told you out of six means three angles, three sides. Three angles, three sides. Out of these six, three must be equals to each other. Let us take one by one what SAS congruent rule says. SAS. I will give definition for one and you have to write for others. SAS congruent rule. Congruent rule. What is the meaning of this? If two sides and one included angle of first triangle are equals to the corresponding sides and angles of included angle of the second triangle. Then two triangles are similar. Then two triangles are congruent. See, let us analyze. Let's understand what is the meaning of SAS congruent rule. What it says, if two sides and one included angle, my dear children, what I will mark, I will say AB and BC of the second triangle. That means I have given you AB is equals to XZ, I have given you BC is equals to YZ. See, two sides from here and two sides from there, they are equals to each other. And one included angle. What means included angle? Included means, see, this is one side, this is another side. The angle which is in between these two sides is called as included. See, now when I have chosen these two sides, I can't take this angle. This is not called as included angle. I have to choose this angle must be equals to what is the included of these two sides. See, I have told you this is one side, this is second side. Where they are meeting, that angle is called as the included angle. What the point? Because there is one more side also here. One more side is here. But what is included? Which two sides are taken? The angle in between those two is called included. Come on. I can take angle B and angle Z are equal. If they have given these three things from here and these three things from there are equal, I can confidently say yes, the triangles are congruent based on SAS congruent rule. What I will write here? AB is equals to XZ. BC is equals to YZ. Angle B is equals to angle Z. And I can say, therefore, triangle dash is congruent to triangle dash. Can you tell me the alphabets now? Can you tell me the alphabets? First triangle I can write in any way. I can make it simple this time. A, B, C. A, B, C. I am going from single mark to double mark A, B, C. I can write triangle A, B, C. You don't think that sir has written alphabets in a proper order. Let me write X, Y, Z also in a proper order. No. This corresponding sides alphabet must come in a proper order. When write here first here AB, then BC, I should see here what way I can write. See, sometimes students are making a mistake. They feel that, come on, here AB, I can write here ZX. ZX and XZ also makes the difference, my dear children, because if you start with the ZX, then automatically you come here. This side and this side are not corresponding. So after AB, you have to go to BC, first mark to double mark. Here you should come from here and go like this. This is X, Z, Y. I should write X, Z. And I can say these two triangles are congruent because of SAS congruent rule. I can write this is because SAS congruent rule. The rule says two triangles are congruent if two sides and one included angle of the first triangle are equals to the corresponding sides and included angle of the second triangle. Okay, my dear children, I will slightly change this. If I instead of this side, if I have chosen this side, by chance, then what angle I am supposed to take? Which angle I am supposed to take? The angle between those two sides. This side and this side. Then naturally I have to choose angle C is equals to the angle between those two sides and what I have to choose. Then only I can say the triangles are congruent based on SAS congruent rule. Okay, my dear children, now it is easy for you to understand what is ASA. What is ASA? I will orally tell you. Two angles and one included side. Two angles and one included side of the first triangle, if they are equals to the corresponding angles and included side of the second triangle, then the two triangles are said to be congruent. Same way you can write. See, two sides, two angles and one included side. If two angles and one included side first triangle are equals to the corresponding angles and included side of the second triangle. The two triangles are said to be congruent. You can write that definition yourself. I will write here. Simple actually. It is a congruent rule. If two angles and one included side of the first triangle are equals to the corresponding angles and included side of the second triangle, then two triangles are congruent. Okay. Now let me take two triangles. Okay, I will change all these things. Come on. Okay. What I will do here, come on, yes. I will mark now two angles. I will give you like this. Angle B and angle Z are equals to each other. Angle B and angle Z are equals to each other. That I have given you. My dear children, first of all I have told you three things from the first triangle, three things from the second triangle must be equal. Then only we can say the triangles are congruent. But what are those three things required for you? That I am only going to tell you. Okay, angle B is equals to angle Z. Further I am giving you angle A is equals to angle X. My dear children, can you tell me now which is the side I have to choose? The side of those two angles. When I have taken these two sides, when I have taken these two angles, which is the side of those two angles? This is the side for these two angles. I have to take AB is equals to X Z. I will write what are the equal things. Angle B is equals to, single one. Angle B is equals to angle Z. I will give that angle A is equals to angle X. Angle A is equals to angle X. Further, AB is equals to XZ. Three things from the first, three things from the second, they are equal. Therefore, triangle dash is congruent to triangle dash. Very simple. When they have given the angles, my dear children, it is very easy. When they have given the angles, it is very easy. First alphabet B, second alphabet A. I will write first alphabet B, second alphabet A. Correspondingly here, first alphabet Z, second alphabet is X. Two alphabets we got. The third alphabet very easy to write. In triangle ABC, BA is written here. The third alphabet is C. In this XYZ, ZX is written. Naturally this is. So when two angles are given, it is very easy to write. ZX. Find the third alphabet for here, it is C. Third alphabet for here is Y. And the triangles are congruent. This is because of ASA congruent rule. ASA congruent rule. Okay students, we are going for the next one. What is the meaning of AAS? You know what is ASA? It is AAS. Is there a difference between ASA and AAS? Yes, definitely there is a difference. See, this S is like This S is lying between two angles. So this is called as an included side. Since it is lying between the two angles, that S is called as the included side. But this S is away from there. This S is away from there. So this is not inside the two angles, it is outside, away from two angles. So this is called as non-included side. My dear children, this is called as included side and this is called as a non-included side. Can we define? If two angles and one non-included side and one non-included side of the first triangle are equal to the corresponding sides and non-included side of the second triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. Okay students, look at this figure. Here is a triangle ABC and triangle XYZ. Okay, we are talking about AAS. We are talking about AAS congruent. Okay, two angles and a non-included side. What I have given, my dear children? Angle C and angle Z are equals to each other. It's given. Angle C is equals to angle Z. It is given that angle C is equals to angle Z. Angle C is equals to angle Z. Further, angle B is equals to angle X. Angle B is equals to angle X. Two angles and a non-included side. My dear children, first let us see what is the included side. When these two angles are taken, definitely this will be an included side. But now we are talking about a non-included. Non-included means except this, you can choose any one of these. I will take AC is equals to YZ. AC is equals to YZ. Three things from the first triangle, three things from the second triangle are equals to each other, and you can say definitely the triangles are congruent. Therefore, triangle dash is congruent to triangle dash. Very simple. Two angles are given. See, C, B. I will write first C, B. I will write here ZX. What is the third alphabet? See, out of ABC, CB is written. That means third alphabet must be A. CBA. Here ZX, Y. Triangles are congruent. This is because of AAS congruent rule. My dear children, we have seen three different criteria of congruency of triangle or congruent triangles. We have two more. SSS, name itself says all the three sides of the first triangle are equals to the corresponding sides of the second triangle. We will discuss it in the next class. Last one is RHS. Again the name says R, right angle, H, hypotenuse, S side. Right angle, hypotenuse side. What is this? How to establish the relation? All that we will see in the next class. Till then, you prepare all these things. Three different congruent rules I have told you. It is SAS, ASA, AAS. Okay students, we will meet in the next class. Till then, bye.